Hi guys, Ekrcoaster here, and today I have something very cool for you. So, I have a behind the scenes to show you for my 200 subscriber specials. So, thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. That is a lot of people. So, if we get right into this is King's Castle. This is part 1, and then part 2 will be the exact same video as well. It's going to be later in the video. Excuse me. So, I think we should get into it. So, the first scene is the camera. It goes up this pathway. Pretty cool. So the original idea is I found this castle. I learned from BlackPlasma how to create the mist. So if you look right here, I just learned how to create the mist, and I was super excited. I had so much ideas about it, but sadly I had no really ideas for it. So I found this castle that a Planet Minecraft user had, and I downloaded it. Unfortunately, it would not run in my Minecraft because of the old GPU I had, so I couldn't open it. I actually opened it in Blender for the very first time. I had no idea what the castle looked like. I only knew from the pictures, and I was so happy with how this looks. So yeah, and that's pretty much how the castle began. And then I texted my friend, he is Abandoned Kingdom 197, and I sent him the picture of this. So if we go back all the way, maybe not, let's just go here. I sent him, no, not this picture. I sent him a render of the castle like this, and I will actually see if I can put the picture right there, up on the screen right there. And I sent him that picture, and I said, I have this awesome scene set up. What should I do with it? And he came up with this amazing idea of a king who's trying to defend his castle from monsters. So cool stuff. So this is actually his idea. In the very end of the series, I am going to list the map maker. I'm going to list all the credits are being saved to the very end, so that I don't have to do them every single time, and then I'll just combine them all into one. So if we start the scene, the camera just flies up the pathway, kind of cool. It follows a path, and then when we get to the top, you see the castle. We see the guard right there. He's just walking. He's not a major character. And then we see the king. It flies up. We see him look around, and you can tell he's a pretty nice king. He helps his servants right there. I loved animating these guys. They're so nice. They work so well with the music. So this might be kind of confusing, but he had the idea of the king crafting up the pickaxes. So they gave him materials. So if you look right here, let's go right here. So pretty much you can tell they oops. Oh yeah. Oh, we're going backwards. I was wondering. Okay. So they pretty much gave him materials, and this was also my friend's idea. And so you can see, but that's the camera right there. Oh my. And so he sends the materials. He crafts them into a crafting table, that's it. And he gives them all pickaxes, and then they just disappear. So they disappear. So if we were to watch this again, let's go to the outside. So this entire area is set up in the castle. So if you don't know, this guy, his name, that's Crust from the new, we'll reveal it later. So this Crust, he's a very important character in the series. So he knocks out the guard. Well, not necessarily knocks him out, but hits him, knocks him on the ground. The guard's about to die. He's about to fall for his life. Crust looks around and stomp. He stomps him off, and yeah. Now, I originally wanted this big cloud of smoke. I originally had this big cloud of smoke that just blew up and sent dust flying everywhere, but that didn't work too well. And then for some reason, these dirt particles are going crazy, but yeah, it looked pretty good. And this is probably the only scene that really messed up. So then we see he's building another portal on top of the castle, and oops, he's building another portal on top of the castle, and he lights it. And then we can see the camera pans up, all the particle effects right here. I don't know if you can really see them, but there is particle effects. If we go right here, a bunch of particle effects. And this is actually really cool. So I have this shot of right here, the camera zooming into the portal. See, if we render this right now, it's the camera zooming into the portal, and as it goes into the portal, we see more, the portal layer actually goes more transparent, and we see more into the nether, as you can see there. But my difficulty was I tried to create an invisible wall that would hide. So I tried to create an invisible wall that would hide the nether, because the nether is actually a block. If we go to like right here, actually right here. Nope, that's not where it is. See, the nether is actually this big cube. It's not a real nether, it's just a big cube. So I came up with the solution after a lot of research. I gave up on that and I just did this. So it's actually kind of funny. That's that. So as the camera zooms up, you can see the field of view. The field of view increases. So then I have to pretty much like right here when the skeleton comes out, you can't like see it. So if we go to Z mode or 7 mode, we can see the camera field of view just barely misses the portal. So all this is hiding behind it, and I really didn't care how it looked. See, and it's poof, all gone. It's kind of cool. So that's pretty cool. The skeleton pops out, he falls down, and then he's pretty much going to attack him. So he crashes, camera shakes, his head bounces, boing. This bounce took forever to do. I kept messing up, and then he eventually dies. 3 more. Okay, so this fight scene I'm actually going to show from the non-camera perspective because it looks a lot better from that perspective. And so you can see, if we zoom in here, all 3 skeletons pop down. This guy runs. He's not animated. He gets knocked back. He jumps over. Runs. Shows this. He jumps. He's like, where'd he go? And then, so his head, it's kind of disgusting. His head gets pushed into there. Super gross. That's actually going to be one of the last scenes too. I'm going to keep the skeletons the same way. So he does that. The king just waits up there and then pop down. I like the flip that he does. There's a lot of flips in this, and so he runs. He jumps over and runs. So then we see him appear on the top, and he's kind of scared because we see a bunch of monsters. I tried to create an illusion of a lot of monsters. So what I did is so these 2 willow skeletons are just clones of each other. So this one right here, you can see they're just exact clones. And then we have the zombie pigman, which just rotates and looks at the camera. Then we had the zombie pigman teleport up to the top here. So we have him. He's like running towards the camera. It was kind of funny. When I was animating him, I had him run towards the camera, and then I flipped the camera, and he's like, and so I animated him like, what? Oh, over here? Okay. And so then he runs over, he flies him in the air, and he's dead. So then here, it's kind of hard to tell, but essentially my plan was to have him he gets hit by the skeleton, and then the camera like zooms in, all of that. So pretty much the point of the story is he gets knocked out by the skeleton, and the skeleton takes him to the nether, and so you can see in the next part right now. Okay, so here we are in the second part set. So pretty simple. I just appended this little nether. Of course, when in the actual animation, the nether was a lot bigger. It appears to be a lot bigger. So we pretty much just have him. Oh, I'm getting out of the microphone. We just have the camera shoot up. He wakes up. He's realized he's in the nether. He looks around, and then the camera shoots away to reveal he's in the nether. Nice little lava scene there. We can actually just play it. And you can see the beds, they carry him around. He gets thrown down to the bottom, and then we meet the king. Oops, I think I just edited it. So let me quickly find the last frame. I think it's right there. So 3, 6, 5, 1. Ooh, this audio. We'll get to that. So yeah, pretty much he wakes up, all about that. We already saw this. Don't worry, we can just let it play. It's not too long. So we see him do that, all of that nice stuff. We see the lava. We see the 2 skeletons. It's actually, 2 skeletons. He gets thrown down. That was actually kind of fun to do. We see them, and then we finally see the big reveal. The boss king. He's the king of the nether, and he is ginormica, like, seriously ginormica. So I actually built this throne in Minecraft, and he is absolutely huge. He's, I think, maybe 5 or 6 times, maybe even 10 times bigger than normal the skeleton is. And he was really fun to animate because he moves so slowly. If there's audio, let's see. Whoa, that was loud. I just had everything on full volume. Echo effects. Everything in here was voiced by me. I just used an editor to edit it to make it sound better. Sadly, I don't have any voice actors yet.
I said, who are you? I'm the king of Mince Rift. I mean no harm. I was captured by the,
So I'm just gonna speak up
well,
I don't care.
well, look how
Like I was saying, the pretty much idea this crazy. This wither skeleton, the king, is pretty much just interrupting him on everything he says. He says like, who are you? And then I'm the king of Midswift. I mean no harm. I was captured by that. And then he interrupts, captured by whom? And then the conversation goes on. Yeah, what you just watched. The king, by the way, the kingdom. A little trivia for you. The kingdom that he got attacked and taken to the nether. That king is Midswift. So then he says, right here.
Well, if you just let me finish, I would tell you. I was captured.
So he explains.
Me.
So this part, the audio might look a little bit from my skeletons. It looks a little bit. Two different ways. So this is kind of cool. Just little. I wanted to put some motion into these guys, so I have a little. Nothing really. So this is Crust. So this is I don't know how well you can tell from all the fog and effects I put in. So this guy right here, let's find him. So this is Crust. And he is the guy who actually, Crust is the guy who killed the knight in the first 5 minutes of the video. In the first part, that's Crust. That's the guard. The thief is Crust. So he's an important part of the story because he was actually. So pretty much the story is he is the king's friend, and then the king commanded him to clean the room, and then he got so upset in his backstory right here that he just there's a lot more than what I originally. Wow, there's a lot more. Let me quickly do this. Okay, so he pretty much just explains his backstory and why he's here and stuff like that. Pretty much what I just explained. So if we can find our spot, I think we missed it. Okay, where is it? 3,000. Oh, we didn't even change it. 3653. Okay, there we go. Nope, it didn't change either. Oh my goodness. 3653. There we go. So, pretty much his backstory, little one there. And then he because if we go and we just watch this, he actually gets it's kind of cool because it like have an echo effect, and you can kind of hear mumbling at the very end. What he actually says is, I actually recorded this and had faded out. So he says, "No, please don't take me away." He says, "No, please don't take me away." You know. And then he's like, "I won't make you clean another room, I promise." And then he waits a second. "Hey, would you like to clean my rooms?" Right here, you can barely listen. Right here, it's kind of faint. You hear it. It's a little bit easier to hear, but so it's pretty much the entire set. It's not really much. I used this area most. Although I will reveal that the next King's Castle Part 3, the next one is coming out after In the Hall of the Mountain King, which I don't think you guys know about just yet. But it is coming out, and it's going to take place in a prison where he just got taken to. And then I'd like to add, it will contain an Easter egg, so look for that Easter egg. And then let me know in the comments below if you do find it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have here. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this series. Goodbye.